Good morning, everyone. Hi, it's Jane, and I am here live from Arizona to talk today. We're going to go a little bit more in depth into one of my favorite lesson plans, and this lesson plan is all about me. So this is a lesson plan that is in stage 1 of the AAC Language Lab, and if you have not gotten your free trial subscription, sign up today. You get it free for 2 months. This is a great lesson plan when a student first gets their device because it talks about customizing that device. So it goes through some of the things that you might want to have in there for the student to be able to say easily, such as their name, things like their pets, who's in their family, all kinds of those kinds of fun things. And it will take you through all the different things that might be important to that child. And again, you know, each kid is different, so you're going to customize it depending on the child that you're working with. What's really nice is most devices have a place on that device for you to put this kind of information. And a lot of the higher end devices will not only have like either a me page or an activity row that has all of their information. Oftentimes there's a link so that the student can then easily ask somebody else a question like, hey, what's your name? Do you have any pets? You know, what's your favorite subject in school? Those kinds of things. So it's kind of cool. So for this lesson plan, I might go a little bit out of order for this one. And this lesson plan has a graphic organizer that is included with this. And from what I understand, when I show you these things, it's going to show up backwards. So I apologize, but that's just how the nature of Facebook Live is. So this graphic organizer is going to have things like my hair is, my eyes are, so you can say my eyes are hazel, like the forest, or, you know, then they can just fill this in and kind of get a feeling for themselves. And if you really want to, you can have a mirror available and they can look in the mirror and they can fill all this stuff in. So that's kind of fun. The book that is included with our All About Me lesson is really kind of interesting because we have a ton of different versions. So we have your traditional book, and then we have one that has fillable text. So anytime that there's a blank, if you are using one of the higher end communication dedicated devices, you can use computer emulation to fill in that book using the student's communication device. So they can find the words on their device and it'll import that as text. So basically the computer is going to recognize the device as some type of alternative keyboard. And there's different ways that you can do that. So many of the devices you can just plug in a USB cable, plug it in from the device into your laptop. Laptop will recognize it as another keyboard, and then the student can type right in. PRC has a Bluetooth connector. This allows you to do it wirelessly. Now, I will tell you from experience in the classroom that you do not want to pair 2 kids up to the same Bluetooth adapter because then they sabotage each other. It's hysterical. This is a really fun way to motivate some of our older students, like our middle school kids. It's almost magic for them to be able to put their icon sequence in and see the word appear on the computer. It's really kind of fun. So the All About Me book has a fillable text version. It has a regular version. It has a YA version, and YA stands for young adult. So if you look here at this is kind of like cartoony, and this is Sally, and you know, it's really cute, but maybe a 14-year-old doesn't want to write an All About Me book with a little girl in, you know, cartoon girl in there. So the YA versions, the young adult versions of all of our books are going to be more age appropriate, and they're going to have age appropriate like photographs or drawings that are geared more for older kids. All right. And then we also have a UK version. And when you're doing the All About Me lesson plan, you can easily download the UK version of the book. So that just means that it's anglicized, that the words that are a little bit different over in England and Scotland and Ireland that are utilized sometimes aren't the same in America. So we've taken those books and we've rewritten them with the proper English. Hello, Jean. How are you? So the All About Me book is really fun. And so we have my favorite color is, and I like to eat, and all kinds of different topics that the child can write about. And I will tell you that when the kids are talking and they get to talk about themselves, it's a little bit more motivating. Who doesn't like to talk about themselves, right? So also with this lesson plan, we have dominoes. And so we have a set of dominoes, and these are already made for you. So what's nice about this is you can do this a gazillion different ways. So this one has got fruit, and so the pictures are all different, but some of them are unity icons, and some of them are just regular pictures. But as you're doing this, they can either play dominoes and find the color before they make the match, or they could find the name of the picture before they make the match, or they could use that word in a phrase, or they could use that word in a sentence. So this is one of those games, and again, we call this repetition with variety, that you can play a lot of different ways, okay? Okay, so that repetition with variety means we have a really basic game that you can play a variety of different ways. And what's nice is when you're in the classroom and you have students that are on different devices, or maybe they're on different systems, you know, the rules can be different for what the expectations are for the game for each student, but they're still playing the same game. So it's kind of fun. So Jean, when we're playing dominoes, you might just be finding the colors. And Beth, when we're playing dominoes, you're going to have to use that color in a sentence. And when I play dominoes, I may just have to find the name of the word, and you can play it a bunch of different ways. So dominoes is included with this lesson plan. Another really fun one is bingo. Now, if you guys have not heard of lesson picks, and I'm sure those watching that I can see your names right now probably know about lesson picks. Lesson picks is a really nice tool that's online that you can use to create all kinds of materials. I used to make bingo cards in PowerPoint, and it would take me, you know, hours to get each card different and do it all up and make it look pretty. Whereas I can go into lesson picks and I can make these in a matter of minutes. Absolutely a wonderful website with all kinds of templates and all kinds of cool things that you can make. Now, we've partnered with them, and so if you are supporting a PRC device, either using Unity or Words for Life, all of those icons are in lesson picks. So you can make all of your own materials in lesson picks to support the kids that are using Accents and PRC devices and Words for Life, those kinds of things. Anyway, so we have a core word bingo game. Again, same with this repetition with variety. You can play this many, many different ways. So these are all going to be just core words. So the first time you play, maybe they're just finding the words after you model them, of course. And if a student forgets where a word is, model it for him, ask them to try again, all right? And you can play it another time, and maybe now, this time they just have to, the first time they just have to get 3 in a row. The next time they have to get all 4 corners. The next time they have to get an X. The next time they play, they have to get a whole entire board. You can do this a variety of different ways to kind of keep it fun. Then, the other way to play is let the student be the bingo caller. So they get to mix up the words, and they get to call them out with their device, and everybody else plays. So All About Me has all kinds of different really fun activities that are in there. It's a great one. I'm kind of trying to go in order as we're doing these live sessions, and we're putting up the little videos that are showing you everything. Because a lot of our folks are home now, and these kids are working now with their parents, or they're doing teletherapy, and it's like, where do we start? So I'm trying to kind of go in order so that we can kind of get you grounded and get you started. So All About Me is a great beginning lesson plan to start with, because it's going to be motivating, it's going to be fun, and it gives you a lot of information.